Hey friends, my name's Lisa if we haven't met, and we are in the studio today and we're going to throw some clay. Now it has been a while since I've been throwing clay regularly, so I'm still just practicing throwing cylinders. I think today I'm going to try to maybe do some bottle forms and some closed form, like lidded closed form jars. I've got a kind of a cool idea, I think, combining a flower frog and a vase. So I'll explain that more as we get into it, but if it sounds interesting to you, stick around. Well, before we jump into things, there was a couple things that I could not find when I unpacked everything in my studio. And one was some large sponges. So I had to go on Amazon and get some large sponges. And then the second was my apron. And so I found this guy. I think it's by, oh shoot, I just threw away the thing. I'll find it and link it. But I really like the color. It's kind of chocolatey, sort of a dark clay color, which I like. And then the most important thing is it has split legs. And the cool thing about this one is it's actually got like a belt for around your leg to keep it on your calf, I guess. And Under NY Sky is the brand. So we're gonna give this a try. Oh my gosh, it has a pocket right here. It has a pocket on my shin. It's buttery soft. I love it. So far, so good. I'm using the Dirty Girls bat system here, and I actually really love it. It's pretty, it's very solid, so it doesn't rack on the wheel at all, and then you can get just a ton of the inserts. So if you're throwing like mugs or anything that's maybe a pound or two or smaller bowls, you can really throw quite a lot of them and just easily take your pot off the wheel. Working on a bottle form here, so I got a decent cylinder started and then started coloring in the top to get a good shoulder. I kind of wanted to make it almost like a light bulb shape, but that involves doing a lot of this collaring to try to get a nice skinny bottle. All right, after I practiced some of the bottle forms and practicing coloring in more, I'm ready to start working on a closed form. So that's basically the same process, but I'm going to try to close the top of the pot all the way completely, creating kind of like a balloon with the clay. Getting it closed in all the way at the very, very top is kind of a delicate process, but you'd be so surprised once it is completely closed and you have all that air trapped in the pot. You can do a lot. You can manipulate it quite more aggressively than what you would actually imagine you could. Going for another closed form here, just a taller and skinnier version. And I think while I'm at it, I will go ahead and just throw a couple of mugs because it'll be good to practice trimming those and putting on handles. And now time to clean up. I am so grateful to have a sink in my pottery studio. I know that's a luxury not all potters have, but I take advantage of this so very much. All right, well, pretty successful day. I threw, I think, 8 balls, about 7 of them survived, so that's a pretty good success rate. I'm having so much fun just playing with cylinder forms, closed forms, some bottles. I threw a couple mugs just so I can practice handles again. I am going to set an alarm on my watch so I remember to come down later and check and see how dry these are and put them under plastic if I need to, and then be back tomorrow hopefully to trim them up. Hey friends, it's the next day, and I did have a productive afternoon yesterday after we threw these pots, and while they were drying, I went up to the wood shop area and built myself a shelf for these small, like my small batches of glazes, because that little stand that I got on Amazon that I showed you in the last video just wasn't it just wasn't gonna work. So I'm proud of that. And now today is goal is to see if I can get all these babies trimmed up. I've got 2 mugs, so I'm gonna try and make some handles. This bottle should be interesting. I do have some chucks to throw that, and then this is my creative idea. My goal for these closed forms that I threw is to make it a lidded jar. So I'm going to basically cut it in half, and then I'm going to make the top like a flower frog. If you've seen those, I'll show some examples here. But so that it has, like, you can put individual stems in it, but then it'll be a jar that you can also open to like swap out the water and stuff. So this is totally an experiment. I've never tried to do it before, but I've got 3 closed forms I'm going to try to do that with. And I guess I got 3 mugs, so this will be a good exercise. This actually looks like the trimming is going a lot smoother than it was, but it was really fighting me, and mainly because the clay was quite dry. But I have edited out all the times the pot popped off the Giffen grip, and just how much I actually struggled with this, but it wasn't an easy day. For this bottle, I did already have this chuck made. It's just something I threw a while back, and I bisque fired it, and it's come in super handy on a lot of these like little small bottle forms that I've done in the past. So I'm working on trimming in this groove that will eventually go all the way through, but it's sort of like taking out maybe a 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch wide band around, you can see here. And then what I'll do is take my needle tool and cut across just the very top edge, and that'll give me a lip on the bottom for the lid to sit on after I manipulate it a little bit and do a little bit more trimming work. It did occur to me as I was doing this that in the past I've always done this step while it was still wet on the wheel, or at least I would get it started. And that's definitely an easier way to do it than to do it all when it's a little bit too hard, too dry to trim anyway. So now to actually turn these lids into flower frogs, I'm using a Forstner bit for the first hole in the middle, just to make it a little bit bigger than the others, and then just some varying sized drill bits as I go all the way around. And I didn't map it out like exactly, I kind of just freeformed it, but maybe next time I'll be a little bit more precise about the hole placement, but this was just a good experiment. Okay, friends, it was not good. It did not go very well on the trimming. And that's okay. It is what it is. I only actually lost one piece, and I do think that my experiment here with the little vase frog combo is going to be pretty cool. So, all in all, that's still a success, but number of things working against me. One, my clay was definitely drier than you want it to trim. Two, I think my tools are dull. Three, I forgot to eat lunch. And four, I don't think I've ever actually had very good trimming skills. So that is definitely something I'm going to put on the list to keep working on. Ultimately, still though, a great weekend of making, a huge success in getting that little shelf built. That's probably my favorite thing of everything I made this weekend. Well, I don't know. I take that back. I really like these frogs. I'm excited. Frog vase. I don't know. I need to come up with a term. If anyone's made this before and you have a name for it, let me know in the comments. All right, friends. Well, that's it for this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one.